I just want to learn. You know, that they don't need a whole bunch of material things that we think, you know, they need, but they actually just need love and just someone to care for them and show them that they're important. Just want to see them through God's eyes, you know, and not their circumstances. I'm expecting to be a bit emotional, because it's God's people.
I see you from the Valley Christian Church, is that right?
Yeah, Valley.
Yeah, that's awesome, and yeah, good luck for your work. I see you're a very young team, and hopefully you're going to do some good work amongst the orphans, and also create some awareness for child trafficking. I think both of them are really necessary. We live in a country where there's lots of poverty and lots of AIDS, so yeah, I think your work is awesome, and good luck. Hope it goes well, and may God bless you.
We're currently in Nkomazi, which is a region in Mpumalanga.
But we're actually in a township in Nkomazi called Orlando.
The border, Mozambique border, is about 5 kilometers away from us.
It's very dry compared to what we're used to in Cape Town, all lush and green. It's dry and there's so much dust and there's hardly any grass, or if there's grass it's very dry. And the trees are all dry and it's just very dusty and dry. And very hot as well. You walk outside and it just feels like you've been hit by a heat wave.
Hot, hot, hot. Winter and summer.
Summer's out and I feel that I'm burning with the love that you shed in my soul. As I know that you know that it's you that I'm falling for.
We're involved with an organisation called Music for Life that is headed up by Clive and Di Babb.
It was so good to see them again.
That are currently living up here. They've been up here for 2.5 years, and they run the whole organisation, Music for Life organisation, up here in Mpumalanga.
I've got to do my hair, put my makeup
This is the mother of all mothers. She is the house manager.
We do whatever she wants us to do.
Okay. Okay, I'm Di. I am the operations manager for the Music for Life centres in Nkomazi. We have currently 10 Music for Life centres running in Nkomazi, and we have trained staff who do a music and dance program for an hour and a half each week in each school, together with a life skills program, and each child gets a small meal.
My name is Selby. I'm working at Music for Life. I'm doing driving and teaching music and dance. Many children that we have met around this village, they've lost their hope, they've lost their belief in God, because we are working with vulnerable and orphan children. So these are kind of children that they've been losing hope in their life. Some of them, they've been killing themselves, committing suicide. Some of them, they don't go to school.
Needy children, poverty-stricken, uneducated children.
We wanted to come up and do a holiday camp with one of the schools in one of the villages that Music for Life work with. And so we brought a team up to do music, dance, drama, crafts, Bible stories and sport and games. And basically it's just to give the kids of the area a taste of what it's like just to have a bit of fun and some time in the holidays where they can just have a break from their routine and just experience the love of God in a way maybe that they haven't experienced before.
The group that we've come up with is very young. A lot of the youth guys have come up with us and some of the young adults.
There are 1 or 2 older people, or more mature people, but the group generally is really, really good. Lots of energy, ready to go for it, ready to do anything, staying up late at night, talking around the bonfire, interesting topics, that kind of thing.
Even though we are young, like we've just given it our all, just because we know it's for a good reason and for a good cause.
We're going on to the bedrooms now.
We're very funny.
Here we go.
Welcome to the Nkomazi mansion.
Yeah, the Nkomazi mansion, yes. Follow
Come on
us.
in.
Follow us, yes.
Obviously, there's going to be huge challenges that we're going to have to face, and like a great way to get through them is through God. So, because of the challenges, I get close to God.
I'll take 2 burgers to go, please. Thank you. And now, if you follow me, we'll go into the kitchen.
Hey yo, welcome to the kitchen. This is where all the cooking goes on. As you can see, we don't play games.
I'm expecting to be very difficult and like challenging in certain aspects of like the fact that we've never like met these type of people before, and it's hard that it's like really hard to connect to them and like hard to tell what they're thinking and stuff.
This is the ladies' room. Come on in. As you can see, we like to keep things nice and neat and tidy. So much goes on in here. We talk, we laugh, we giggle, we all sleep by 8. It's so much fun.
I'm expecting to be really emotionally challenged and like a big language barrier.
Yo, what's up? This is the guy from Josh's Sleeping.
Wake up, Josh! You got work today! Get up!
God, just to be a blessing and learn about the people in our country, like, because you don't see everything. It's like there's like behind the scenes stuff.
Well, you've seen our crib, you've seen our peeps, you've seen our home dogs.
Seen how we roll.
We roll fine in this mighty crib. Give the camera a wave.
So now it's time for you and everybody else here.
Get on your bicycles and leave the Nkomazi mansion because we need
Because
privacy.
we have things to do. We
Lots
have
of work to do. Lots of orphans to play with.
Yeah. It's been
So,
fun, y'all. But check
nice
you on the
having
flip
you.
side.
See you on the
Cheers.
flip side. Cheers, peace.
Bye. A weakness would definitely be that we might just be too funny.
The biggest part of this is us coming up here and the team experiencing new things and experiencing God in a different way, and just experiencing the lifestyle that happens up here with the less privileged and less fortunate. So I'm really believing God to break his heart into the team, and for us just to be able to be more sensitive to those around us, and when we go back home that we'll be able to take that back with us and be able to put that into our communities at home.
Welcome to Viva.
Yeah, that was nice. That was nice. Okay.
Hi, my name is James. I'm at Piva. We're having a holiday camp with the kids. I'm very excited because it's the first day at the camp and the number of the kids is very high, so we're very happy.
Well, I think we have like a very well-balanced group of people because we have dancers, but they're not just any kind of dancers, they're really good dancers.
We
had grade R, and it's quite hard to do things with them because they don't really understand what they have to do and they don't really know the dances, so we just make them dance by themselves and do little competitions.
So we had a lot of young kids, we had about 70 little grade R's, which is quite crazy, and we just had to find something on the spot to actually do with them. It's quite hard, but they seem to enjoy it and they had fun. It's great. Yeah.
We have really good musicians, guitarist and a drummer.
Hey guys, my name is Arun. We are taking the music lessons.
It's going quite well so far. We've had to change a few songs because of the age. So we had grade 6s and 7s, and the song was a bit too immature for them. So we had to play some games and mix it up and improvise a bit due to the age difference and stuff.
You know, in the beginning it was kind of very cold, like people are not engaged to the things, but you know, we have an amazing translator. He's actually making it really better.
But with the younger kids, the songs seem to be going quite well and they're really enjoying it. So.
They are like energetic, they are trying to jump around, dance around. You know, sometimes we had to come up with some kind of spontaneous things. You know, I had to dance, which I don't usually do. Then, yeah, it's fun. It's all about having fun with kids for Jesus.
We have crafts, which is obviously with very creative people.
My name is Johan and my surname is Masugu. I'm here in this class to help children doing craft work.
Hi, I'm Gillian. I'm doing crafts with Shannon. We've been doing sheep from the Shepherd and the Lamb story. And the kids stick sequins and glitter and stuff on the sheep.
You will find them someday giving them red color, you know. Someday giving them green color. So it's good for them because it's their choice.
The Bible stories. I'm doing the Bible stories, and I do want to be a teacher. So like it's really been good to plan and to learn how to do things and make sure that children who don't speak my language can understand what I'm talking about. Today we're doing our last Bible story. It's going really well. We've done a big recap and I think they're getting it. In the beginning it's a bit restless and everything, but as soon as you start the story the interpreter's great, but with the older grades I just speak because I understand the English. And we have, the best drama people we could have for the job up with us.
Drama workshop. We've done a lot of things so far. We need about 5 to 6 ideas of games, drama games each day. So basically the ideas are getting less and lesser and lesser. But today we're going to do some déguisement costume kind of play, as well as coordinations exercise, which again is called mirrors. So let's see.
And then we have sports people who absolutely love sports, so they put everything into their sports.
Welcome to sports.
Hey, I'm Byron. I'm from Nkomazi now, and I'm heading up the sports section for the camp at PIVA. I've been running the sports and games along with Sarah and some of the other team.
It's been really good, a bit tiring. Kids sometimes are trying to understand, but it's kind of hard for us to make them understand, especially with the younger ones, but otherwise it's great.
My name is Gertrude Makome. I'm an HOD in the school for foundation phase. To be touched by someone not like them, you know, they see that we are all the same, never mind the color. So they are enjoying that. Because even at home, someone said, oh, it's very nice. A white man picked me up. I'm going there tomorrow. So they are enjoying that, and they see the kindness of these people. You have been so kind to them. You have been loving and caring.
We're going to be eating with the kids and whatever is being served. And we're going to be eating pap and the stews, etc. with our hands like the kids do.
previous camps that we had few kids. I remember last camp we had, I think, 100 and something, less than 150. So it was not good. But today we have 166.
266 already
So
now.
yeah, if we have 266, that's a big number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Di was just saying now it's the best first day that you guys have ever had.
Yes.
For the young, energetic people getting stuck in and not
Yes.
scared to get down and dirty with the kids.
I'm Mariam Sherpiyo Danam.
My name is Arun Danam Shepio.
Can you ask the question again? Well, one of the reasons I joined the team of VCC to go to Nkomazi to work with the orphans is because I heard that most of the human trafficking that happened in South Africa, one of the hottest spots is Mpumalanga, because it's close to the border of Mozambique and Swaziland.
Yesterday morning we went to the Mozambique border and we did some prayer and warfare for the human trafficking problem that there is there. It's one of the hot spots in South Africa, the border of Mozambique into Mpumalanga.
I know we have a Father in heaven who hears every prayer, and He asks us to do justice and love mercy. And one of the ways to do justice is to pray for justice and to believe that the Lord can stop this to happen. One of the reality that is in front of us is the 2010 World Cup, and I think the awareness is becoming bigger and bigger to realize that people are going to be trafficked within South Africa, around the big cities for these big events. So there is already a major trafficking happening, but it's been said that it's been told that thousands will be trafficked for the World Cup. My heart beated to bring prevention on human trafficking there.
I think one of the things that impacted the team the most was delivering a food parcel to one of the children in our program who has a very bad situation at home.
I was still at the camp. My mind wasn't really with where we were going. We were all really tired, so we weren't really taking in what we were actually doing. But when we got to the little boy's house, we got out the car and we gave him his food parcel, and then we met him and we learned his story.
He's an orphan. Well, he has a mother who's mentally retarded and so lives with his grandmother. There's no record or anything known about his biological father. The young boy often goes days and days without food when his grandparents aren't around, and he's shifted around from house to house with no love, no food, no one to care for him. And I think this tugged heartstrings for the team that was out here.
But this little boy, you can see that he's been through so much. He didn't smile, he didn't talk. He stood there as if the whole world was placed on his shoulder, and it was just really, really hard to see. And while I was sitting there, I remembered the prayer that I'd prayed before the week started, that God would really break his heart into mine, and I'd have a love for his people like he loves them, and just see everything through his eyes. And in that moment I felt like I really, really experienced that. Firstly, I just felt God's love just completely all over me, that I just wanted to go to that boy, even though we were driving away, and I just wanted to give him such a big hug, and I just had so much love for him. And then after I felt this love, then I felt like, God just saying that it's just not right. God's heart was breaking for him, and I know that God just wanted to protect him and just make sure he was safe and provided for, and God was just saying he's got such a long journey to go on before he could really experience the Father's love. And I was feeling all of this, and it was so I'd never felt it before, because I was feeling love, and then my heart was breaking and I was just crying and I didn't understand why, and I just felt like, you know, this is how God would feel looking down in a situation like that, and I think that was one of the main things that I really taken away from the mission.
His name is Sikumbuso, and we would really like to sponsor this young boy. The team visited 2 homes and delivered food parcels where VCC already sponsor children. And if you think it costs 180 Rand a month to feed a family of 2 or 3 people, it's not all that much. So let's see if we can all get our heads in thinking together and try and raise some money for food parcels for these children of Nkomazi.
God's impacted on my life hugely since I've been down here. He's taught me that there's so much more to life than just where you live and what you do. And if you look at the cultures down here, they've got such a big, wide range of things that they do. And then I look at them as well and see how little they have and how much I have. It's like words can't describe how little they have and how much I have. I have a toaster at home. They don't have a toaster. I mean, just small little things like that just can change people.
I think everything that is done here is preparing them for their future. They are seeing something that, I think there is something that was closed and the light is coming in. So they are seeing something that was not known and now they know.
I think the thing that struck me the most this week is, even though the children have so little, there is just so much joy that they even give us, and there's just so much life, and they're thankful for the very little bit that we do give them.
I think they have been blessed by what we've done, and because they're just so happy, even though they have nothing, they come to this camp and they really just enjoy it to the full, and they absolutely love it. So yeah, and they have a blast. So I think they really do enjoy it.
Children that we have, they can preach, they can tell you memory verses, they can tell you who God is. They know God, they don't pretend.
My heart for it was that everybody's lives would be changed, especially the young guys, that their lives would be changed now at a young age, and that they would have a heart for the less fortunate. And I really, really know that was definitely met. People's lives have been changed forever, hopefully, and that we can take this back now, back into the communities where we live, and that, yeah, for the rest of their lives they'll have direction and vision for their lives from God.
Well done. Wow.